Alright, so now we're going to work on putting the finishing touches on this so that it looks good. So the first thing I'm going to do is make the box visible. So I right click and turn back on visibility. The next thing I do is get rid of all these work axes and planes. So I'm going to start with the box because it's at the top. And both these work axes are highlighted, so I'm just going to uncheck them and notice how they turn gray, and they also vanish over here. I still have something coming off this handle, so I'm going to go ahead and close my box and go to the axe handle next, and I have the work plane's gray, but the axis isn't, so that's gone. And then next I'm going to go down here to my pair, and I got a work plane there, but it's already invisible, so I'm going to expand my origin, and I see that the YZ plane is what I'm seeing, so I uncheck that, and then I go up to my follower, and it actually has two planes, the YZ and the XZ. So now I've gotten rid of, almost all of the yellows. I still have an axis right there. I think that's the Z axis. Yep. Alright, so now I've gotten rid of all those pesky signs. The next thing I'm going to do is work on getting the color of this so it's a little more interesting and personalized than just a gray box. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the box. So I'm going to go up here to where it says box, and I'm going to double click on it. And it takes me into basically the part file within assembly mode. And I'm going to go over here to where the box is, and I'm going to click on solid, and if you notice, that highlights the whole box. And then I'm going to change the color, and I can pick whatever color I want. I think I'm going to do a tree, so I'm going to make the box red, and I click OK. And if you want to just do individual surfaces, you can. So for example, I could also change the inside of my box, which I have a little harder time with this. There we go, except for I don't really like blue. Purple on that. And I hit the shift key. Let's see if I can get it. Nope, but you can do it like one face at a time. But I don't like that very much. I'm going to keep the whole box red and go back and hit return. Alright, and then the next thing I'm going to make a little more interesting is my cam. And so I go down here to the pair, double click, hit solid so the whole thing is selected, and this time I'm going to go over here to my default, and I think I'm feeling fine textured black. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, that looks pretty good. I hit return, and there is my cam. Now the final thing I have to do is just add my automata part. So I go over here to place, and I made a tree, and I hit open, and I'm going to have to color code my tree because that just is boring. Now when I did mine, I knew what I was using it for, so I did some measurements and figured out how big it should be, and I put a hole in the bottom to fit on this pole. I will have another video to show you how you can quickly scale in case your part's way too big or way too small, because it does need to look balanced with the box. And then I just simply go back to doing my constraints, and I'm going to do that axis there through that axis there and hit OK. And then I'm going to pull this guy up here, and I'm going to tilt him like this and zoom in and tilt him a little bit more because I actually put a hole in here, and I'm going to constrain, and I actually have the bottom of the hole. There you go. And I want to get that guy right there, but to get that guy right there, that's not really working well, so I'm going to pull him off here and do free move, free rotate, and then go back here to constrain, and I'm trying to get that top surface there. And I am not getting it. There it is. It's all about getting the right angle so you can see what you want to see on there. And there I can see that guy there. So at the bottom of that hole to be mated with the top of the pole. And I'm going to hit apply. And of course that doesn't work. Because multiple clicks just make everything better. Alright, I'm going to do this guy here and this guy here. Oh, that's because I was trying to constrain it to the handle. That will never work. Alright, I'm going to hit cancel. Try this one more time. Last time, I promise. And there. There we go. Alright, and home view. And you can see I have the whole thing constrained with the tree bouncing up occasionally. And I just need to make the tree pretty and colorful, and then it'll be ready to turn in.